Welcome to TrenderHQ. My name is Philip, and I want us to go on a journey. I'm going to discuss with you three ideas that I think if you're a young person, a young fellow, and you're in Ghana, you're in Nigeria, anywhere in the world you find yourself, and you want to sort of like try something new, these are some ideas that I think are worth a shot. I've personally witnessed people use this idea, and I've been able to find means to survive off of it. As and it's been lucrative. It's been great. So if you're young, if you're having challenges with employment, if you're trying to find a job you're not getting and you want to start something new, you want to sustain yourself, you want to be resourceful and make money, be your own boss. These are three ideas I think are worthwhile that you can try. Okay, so first one obviously is content creation. Um, I'm sure if you already aren't into it, you can observe that most people who are into art, they exhibit their talents online, on TikTok, on YouTube, or like any platform they find themselves, and then they're able to build a fortune out of it. So one of the things you can do is content creation. And now content creation is one of the easiest thing you can ever do. All you literally need is your phone. You can try and start off with YouTube, create content for YouTube. You can find something that you like, something like what I'm doing right now. This is my first ever video of this kind of a sort, and it pays off in the long run. So yes, you may not necessarily get quick yields right now because you would sort of have to build an audience, you would have to build following, you would have to create a niche, get recognized for the things you do. But then if you're going to go through the hustle from now to like a year searching for a job, I'm sure it's taken you a while to come to this present time, right? So imagine if you had started this idea a year back or 6 months back, it would be paying off. If you're consistent and you're passionate. I mean, passion is one of the things because obviously you're going to sort of like get hired at one point or the other and you wouldn't want to just give up on it. So, second thing you can do is you can buy and sell. So, now the question you'll probably be asking is if you don't have money, how do you literally buy and sell, right? I personally think you can sell things without necessarily buying for it. I'm not saying you should go and steal, right? If you, for instance, know somebody who produces shoes or bags or anything, right? You can literally have an understanding with them and tell them that, okay, you know what? I'm going to help you try and sell this thing. And if I sell it, I'm going to make this commission out of it. So if you have a smartphone, obviously you're watching me, so you have a smartphone, you can share on your status, on your social media pages, try and help them sell, like call friends and stuff. I'm sure there'll be somebody who'll be interested in what you probably would want to sell. So in this case, you don't necessarily need the money, you don't need a capital to start it. You can have an agreement with someone, like somebody who crafts shoes, somebody who sells bags, somebody who sells food stuff, anything. You know, you can try out your audience, your fans. You can try them out, like with the staff, and see what somebody will be interested in. And as you go along, you're able to find your niche. Okay, another thing you can also do is teaching, right? If you are very good with something, you can try and teach kids or a section of people that are within your demographic of something that you're really good at. So let's say if you've had basic education, right? You can decide to say that, okay, you're going to go through the area, find people who have kids who are very young, and sort of give them extra classes. And it may pay off if teaching is your passion. Okay, another thing that you can also try. Oh, I think I've given more than three. Okay, so for bonus, one of the things you can try is be of service to a friend or a family or a leverage and leverage on your skills. So if you have a friend who sort of needs help with something that they are doing and they are doing it in commercial, you can just say that, okay, hi, you know what? Can I help you? Can I offer an assistant to you and possibly make something out of it? You know, I, for instance, have friends that sometimes I do extra things for, and in exchange, I make a little something. It's not that big, but if I wasn't doing it, I wouldn't obviously be earning anything. So presently, I'm a blog reporter on Ghana Web. Ghana Web is like one of the biggest platforms in Ghana. I write blogs for the platform and I earn a little something. I also help a friend who is a YouTuber with just language. He mostly goes out to places to film, and sometimes when he comes to my region of a sort, the language becomes a barrier. So he invites me along, and I help him with the language, and sometimes I earn a little bit something. So yeah. Okay, there's this one thing that I want to share with you. Um, in the course of doing research for this, I sort of asked a couple of friends what are some of the things that they believe people who are trying to get employment can do. And some of the things I got was that don't spend all your money on debt, save for maintenance, right? So, in as much as if you have a capital and you want to start doing something, do not spend all your money doing what you are hoping to do. Spend like 80% and save 20% for maintenance, right? It could be 20% to get yourself a little bit of something. So, for instance, if you want to do the online sales, share with your friends, you may probably want to save like a bit of money for data, a bit of money for phone calls. If a friend expresses interest, you'd have to call, follow up, try and see if they actually make an actual purchase. Yeah, and another thing also is contact business people for insight and mentorship, right? If what you want to do, somebody else is already doing it, do not be shy to approach them and say, hey, I would want to learn how to do this. I want to venture into this. Can you give me some ideas and stuff? Do not be afraid to go online to read more about what you want to do. It may be fruitful. If you don't have anybody at all that you want to share your ideas with, if you don't have anybody at all that you think you can approach for insights and knowledge, you can always feel free, send me a DM. I'll be happy to assist you with some ideas or recommend somebody in your field who can help you. And one tip that somebody told me is that handcraft businesses can go a long way, right? And stuff for ladies also mostly sell a lot. So these are some tips you can try out. What worked for you? If you want more of this, let me know. I'll try and keep this consistent. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna try and share with you a lot of things that I go through, not just tips and advice, but also lifestyle bars. What is trending in Ghana, what I find my opinion on. Let's see how it goes. So cheers. You can watch other videos on my channel. I've been doing this for quite some time now, so let's see. You can leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this. This is like my very first time, so let's hear what you think. And thanks for watching this. See you on the next episode. Psh.